Hey guys, welcome back to Lost in My Library. My name is Kate, and today I am doing a video about all the series that I have finished. I'm wanting to do this kind of like a yearly thing to show how much, just to add on to all the series that I have read in all the years of reading. This this is my lifetime achievements of up to now 22 years. And I just realized I don't have one series on my grab a book, so I'm gonna have to grab that in just a second. But I have 1, 2, 3, 6, and then 7. So I've completely read 7 series in 22 years, which isn't all that great, but I'm hoping to add on to that as I've started getting back into reading. So let's go on. In the years of when I was in 6th grade, or 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, looking into 7th grade, there was 2 series that were battling it out. You were either a fan of one or you were a fan of the other. And the first one is no surprise, is the Harry Potter series. I have read all 7 books. It's been a long time since I've read all 7 books, but I have read all 7 books. I read them out of order, which is, I regret reading them out of order. I read them 5, 7, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, because I wanted AR points. And the 5th book had 47 points, and that was the most points of the series, so I wanted to read it and get those points to get a pizza party. So I read the Harry Potter series. I love it. It's one of my all-time favorite series, and this year I've actually read the 1st book and I read the 4th book, so it still holds strong. The other series, if you weren't a fan of Harry Potter, you were a fan of Twilight, or you just weren't a fan of either. Because, well, I don't have my 1st book, because I'm lending my 1st book to my sister-in-law right now. So, I have the 4th book, and this is Breaking Dawn. I have read all 4 books, and I don't think the 4th book was all that necessary, other than Bella turning into a vampire. And that is the only important thing that comes out of this book. Just gonna say it. Only important thing. And that Bella and Edward get married. That's the only important thing. 2 important things that could have been wrapped up in Eclipse. But no, we had to have a 4th book, and it's terrible, and I don't enjoy it at all. I don't know why I still own this. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't even realize this. There's like just a pretty good drawing, actually. I'm gonna take it out of the sleeve. I forgot about this. It's a hand-drawn poster of Bella and Edward that actually looks really cool. So, I'm not a fan, but you know, it is what it is. I need to get rid of these books. I might as well just give the and then I have music. Okay. Well, this is lovely. I'm gonna have to whatever. Anyways, so Twilight, there's 4 books. There's Twilight, obviously, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn. And I've read all 4 of them. I read them in order, unlike Harry Potter series, and it's not my favorite. Not very good. It's not a very good series. Anyways, and then it spawned the worst book series of all time, which is the 50 Shades of Grey series. So, this isn't the worst series. The next 2 series is a series of that spawned in the dystopian years of the hype, and really what started it was The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. There's 3 books in this series. There's The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. I read these books like 7th, 8th or 9th grade, something like that. I really enjoyed these 3 books. They're really good. I think my favorite is the second one. Mockingjays okay, but it's not as good as the second one, I think. And yeah, it spawned a craze of dystopian novels. And we'll get on to one of its successors, and I guess not really successors because it's not like anywhere close to, and that is the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. There's 3 books in this series. There is Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. And, well, the first 2 books are really good, and then Allegiant just falls apart. Allegiant's so bad. And then the funny part is that when they decided to make Allegiant into a movie, they were like, hey, let's put it into 2 parts. And then, like, people hate Allegiant. It's just known. People do not like Allegiant. And it flopped. And it flopped hard. And yeah, they didn't even make the second part. So I will never have to watch. I actually never watched Allegiant Part 1. But yeah, this follows Triss, and she is a Divergent. She's a Divergent, which means she's not one attitude. But she ends up choosing the brave people, the strong people. I forget what they're called. Oh my goodness. It's been a long time. Actually, it hasn't been super long. It's been a long time since I've read Divergent. And then crazy things happen, and then you learn a lot of things in the 3rd book that I'm not going to state, so, because it's not very good. Alright, the next 3 books series are by the same author, and I love this author a lot. He holds a special place in my heart, and so we're just going to move on. His first book series, or children's book series, I think, and that is Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. This follows Percy Jackson. Obviously, there's 5 books in this series. There's A Lightning Thief, and then Sea of Monsters, Titan's Curse was just my favorite, Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. Haha, I remembered all 5 of them. This follows Percy Jackson, his love interest. We'll call her love interest because this is all she is in the, she's amazing. Like, she's not just like stupid love interest, but things happen at the end of the 5th book. Annabeth Chase and their friend Grover. So that's what this book series is about. And then I've read the sequel series, which is called the Heroes of Olympus series, and here's the first book. It's The Lost Hero, Son of Neptune, Mark of Athena, which is my favorite, House of Hades, and The Blood of Olympus. And I don't like this series as much as Percy Jackson, but the 5th book will give you so much anxiety and so much, like, heartwarming parts if you ship Percy and Annabeth, but so much anxiety in that book. And then I have finished also another series of his that is not connected technically to the Percy Jackson world, but it's also set in the same universe as the Percy Jackson books, and I think it's a super underrated book series, and that is the Kane Chronicles. There's 3 books, only 3 books in this one. The Red Pyramid, Throne of Fire, and oh shoot, something serpent. Oh goodness, what is it? Hold on. What is the 3rd book? Serpent Shadow. The Serpent Shadow, and I love this series, and there's so much diversity in this book series, and like when we start going into like Heroes of Olympus, there's a lot more diversity, and even into Magnus Chase. And I haven't started reading The Trials of Apollo, but I assume he's adding more diverse characters into it, and I don't think we commend Rick Riordan as much as we should in adding all these diverse characters and this diverse cast, and it's just wonderful. It's cool, and I love it. I love these books. I can eat his, like, these books are like 500 something pages, and this book's falling apart. These are like 500 pages, but I can read these in like 2 or 3 days because they're just so quick and fast, and like, oh, they're so good. That has been my 2019 book series I have read. I had to go back all these years and remember all the book series I have finished. I have started a lot of series, but I haven't finished a lot of series. And these are the ones that I have just taken in and loved, pretty much, since I started reading. So, yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Comment, subscribe. Tell me if you've read any of these books. Tell me what your favorite series is. I can't really rank these except that Twilight's at the bottom, and Twilight's actually sitting on the floor right now because it is what it is. Harry Potter is probably at the top, and then Percy Jackson's probably up there too, and then probably Hunger Games. And then I'm gonna put actually I think Kane Chronicles before Heroes of Olympus, and then Divergent series is just kind of at the bottom because Allegiant is so bad, and I own Allegiant and I'm sad. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.